What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Wife Life with Gail Crowder. I am so excited that it is Thursday and I get the opportunity to come into your home and teach you a little bit about how to be a wife and how to live this life and keep it sexy and hot in your bedroom. As you guys know, I am Gail Crowder, known as the One Sexy Wife, and I am so excited to talk to you today about something that most of us women put on the back burner. Yes, we put our sexuality on the back burner. We just kind of put that under the rug. But tonight I really want to talk to you about the art of seduction, right? And learning the art of seduction can mean so many different things to so many different people. Thank you guys so much for joining me. But let me just tell you, the art of seduction has been around for a long, long time, right? And so many women, like I said, we get bogged down with other things that are going on in our life that we truly forget that we was created to be sexual, loving beings as women, right? And God created us that way. And so I want to talk to you about 4 subtle ways to seduce your husband. And this is going to be something that is fun, something that you might not even think about on a regular basis. Because most women like, that's my husband. Why should I seduce him? Well, let me just tell you, they're inundated every single day by television, by magazines, by billboards, by ads that come up on, all social media and stuff like that. Just by seeing a picture can seduce your husband. And so I want to teach you some ways to be able to do that on a continuous basis and kind of take you a little bit out of your comfort zone. But I also want you to own whatever you decide to do once you watch this video. And so I'm going to give you 4 ways just to seduce him. And you're not going to even realize that you're doing it. It's going to become fun, but you really have to, first of all, be comfortable with who you are. And it doesn't matter what size you are, what color you are, if you're tall, if you're short, you just got to be comfortable with who you are, right? Because remember, he chose you. He chose you to be his wife. He chose you. And so you have to own that. And again, men are visual, right? Men are visual beings. And so they want you to be that visual for him on a continuous basis. And you want to be that for him as well. Okay. So number one, what I say to do is lights, camera, action. And what do I mean by that, right? Lights, camera, action. All of us have these. Every last one of us have a cell phone, right? And most of our cell phones are better than some of the cameras they use in Hollywood, right? Some movies literally have been shot with some cell phones and editing and stuff like that. And with COVID-19 going on, you can see some of the amazing things that have been shot literally with our cell phones. So what I say is find yourself something really sexy, and it doesn't have to be lingerie, it doesn't have to be it could be a cute top, it could be you wrapped up in a towel or you wrapped up in whatever, right? But lights, camera, action, and give him your best selfie, right? And with a suggestive eye or a red lip or something like that. Give him something that when you send it to him, it's going to suggest something is about to happen whenever I get in your presence, right? And it could be that you are in the kitchen and he's up in the bedroom or vice versa or whatever, but you can use lights, camera, and action anytime that you want. Because let me just tell you, this is your show, right? You can create whatever you want with your show. So I say give them lights, camera, and action. Do your best selfie. It could be one of your body parts, whatever you feel, but you want it to be subtle. You want it to not be so in your face, but you want him to know that I see you and I want you to see me. Okay. Number 2 is use your clothing as an asset. Your clothing and your posture as an asset, right? It could be a low cut plunging blouse. It could be how you're positioning yourself, right? How you're standing in the kitchen when you're cooking, how you're laying on the bed, how you hold your fingers to your mouth. Whatever that looks like for you, use your posture and your clothing to your advantage. You know, most of us go straight to lingerie or to nothing, but let me just tell you, it is something very seductive about being able to peel off something, right? So put on some gloves, put on, put on maybe one of his shirts or something like that. Give him something to do, and all you need, put a tie around your neck. Give him something that's visually stunning, something that he wouldn't expect, and use your posture, right? It could be a low cut blouse. It could be, how you bend over, whatever that looks like. Again, I want you to start thinking creative. So use your clothes and your posture is number two. And again, I'm just giving you some guidelines, but again, make this your own, because again, this is your husband and they're inundated again. I like to become a pinup girl for my husband, because again, I'm using my clothing and I'm using my posture, right? And so again, always make these tips and stuff your own. Number three, play with the art of touch, right? And it doesn't always have to be a massage, but it could be a simple brush, across his chest. It could be a simple rub to his hair, right? It could be something so simple and so subtle, but very sensual, right? Because again, you want to tantalize him and tease him with the art of seduction, right? And that's very light, something very, not so stated like I'm going to give you a massage kind of moment, but it could be a massage, but it could be a massage not on his back. It could be on his head. It could be behind his ears, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels, that you think will feel good, just to get him tantalizing, like, oh my God, I want more of you, right? And number four, don't be afraid to use your words to tell him what you really want, right? Don't be afraid to use your words and tell him what you really want. So many of us want and desire certain things, right? But we don't tell them what we want. That's why you need to learn the art of whisper, right? Learn to whisper in his ear and tell him exactly what you want done to you or what you want to do to him. Remember, this is your husband. And it's time for us wives to step out of our comfort zone and really step into really making our husbands and our own personal fantasies come to pass. Because again, I understand with COVID-19, you're stuck in the house or whatever, but bring fun back into your household. Bring the lighter side of you, the more sexier side of you. This is really a time that you can explore, right? Because again, if you have pent up tension, then I say seduce your husband into you guys getting into a better place, right? We as women have it inside of us, but we have gotten so burdened down with the day-to-day things that we have going on in our lives that we forget that we are sexual beings. We're beautiful. We have curves. We have all of those things. So I tell you, one sexy wife, use these tips and tools that I've given you in this video, but most of all, make them your own. Be confident in whatever you choose to do, and make sure that you embrace the fullness of who God created you to be. Again, I love you guys to pieces, and I want to make sure that if you want more teaching and more guidance, visit me over at wifelifeu.com. I have amazing programs, downloadable things to just really help you get on this journey. In the listings below, you can go to my website, gailcrowder.com, and get mind-blowing sex. And I have some other free resources right there on my homepage. They're free. You don't have to pay for anything. You could just go there. And again, thank you so much for allowing me in your personal space. Remember, you have it in you to seduce your husband. Don't let the world seduce him. You was created as his helpmate to do so. I will see you guys next Thursday at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys to pieces, and I'll see you soon.